The Bratz franchise holds a special place in my heart because, to me, Bratz started coming out at the perfect time. I was getting sick of Barbie. I wanted something a little edgier, something different. I wanted to rebel against my parents who hated Bratz with a passion for their fashion. And the movies that started coming out shortly after the Bratz doll release are just so camp. Like, that's the only way you can describe them. Most of them are pretty funny to watch back now as an adult, and some of them definitely did not age well. A lot of them came out in the 2000s, so not only are they relics of the Y2K era, but the storylines almost always revolved around fashion, bullies, and babies. And pretty much every movie follows the main cast of Chloe, Sasha, Yasmin, and Jade. So today we're gonna spin this wheel containing every Bratz movie to date, and whatever we land on, we'll use that for our inspiration for each room in our Sims 4 build. By the way, this may contain spoilers. I have tried to make videos like this in the past without spoilers, and it's just really difficult. And plus, a lot of these movies are like 10 to 20 years old, so... And also, I think you can watch most of them on YouTube, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and spin for the exterior. So we're going to be doing Bratz, Starrin, and Stylin. This is actually so fitting we got this as the first one because this was the first ever Bratz movie in the film series. It has that early 2000s cartoon sort of vibe to it, and they all just like don't have noses. But basically in this movie, the girls have an art assignment that they have to finish about self-expression, but all they can think about is getting ready for prom. So they end up combining those two ideas by making a video project about their prom prep. Honestly, they were ahead of their time. Like, these girls really said, let's make a vlog and hand it in. So since the setting of this movie is basically just in their high school, I want to build here in Copperdale, which comes with the Sims 4 high school years. I don't want to build a school necessarily, but I think I want it to look like their high school. This is the school I'm building, by the way, for reference. So that's what I'm going to aim for, and then somehow we'll turn it into a modern looking house. We could have an entry right here. I think I might take a flooring piece just to cover that up. This is looking huge so far. I'm going to shrink it just a little bit. And then for the top floor, we can do something similar. I'll bring these walls all the way over. We can bring this out, maybe have a balcony at the front, and then to make it a little less boxy on the sides, I'm just going to add some bump outs here and there. But then also at the back, since prom is such a big part of this movie, I was thinking we could do a little prom spot in the back. Like, this whole house can be decorated as if someone is going to be hosting prom at their house. So right now, this is our shell. I'm gonna just take a glass fence from Get Together, and we're gonna add that up top onto our balconies. And I might also bring this out a little bit. Next, we're gonna try and roof this, which I think I'm planning on doing entirely with platforms. So using the platform tool, I'm just gonna start covering some sections. I'll raise this up by 1 tick, but then in between, I'm gonna add another one, and that's really just for design. We'll do the same thing over here, but this time I think I'm going to raise it up by more than 2 ticks. Got this little piece at the front and also over here to the side. So for now it looks like that. I find platform roofing looks a lot better, obviously, after you add like the platform paint, but also after you've added on the trim. It just cleans it up and makes it look like it's separated from the rest of the build. And again, we are going for school, so if it looks like a literal high school or something, we're on the right track. You know what? Maybe our story here is that this used to be the old high school of Copperdale, but whoever bought this property switched it over, so now it's an actual house. Oh, and I forgot this little space here in the back too, so I think I'll raise that up maybe just by 1 for now. We'll change the foundation paint, and I do want a second option for wallpaper, so I'm just going in with this one from Jungle Adventure, just so there's a little something different going on the walls. And then for the windows, the reference picture that I'm looking at has these super open windows, so I'm going to be using these from Eco Lifestyle. We can maybe add some thinner ones in here. I actually do remember watching this movie as a kid, and I remember feeling so excited for prom, which is like an end of the school dance, pretty much like a little celebration when you're graduating high school. And I just remember these movies making me so excited for prom, but then when prom finally happened, like, I don't know, maybe it was because I went to a Canadian school and it wasn't as hyped as some schools make it, but in my experience, these movies just tend to make it seem like something is completely completely not. Although maybe that's just personal experience. I have friends who loved their prom, so maybe some people do have the Bratz experience. One thing I do randomly remember about this movie though is that Chloe gets a car, and it's like an older car. I think they end up cleaning it up or something. I'm gonna open up debug, and I want to make sure we remember to put a car in the driveway for her. We could add some more flooring, just like some more details. I also want to bring this all the way to the back, just so we have a walkway leading to the back prom area. I'm gonna clean the actual house up a little bit more by adding columns to the sides. We'll also add our windows to the rest of it. And before we go and decorate our back prom patio, I think I'm gonna just fill in some landscaping, really just adding hedges and trees to the surrounding area. Okay, so far this is what we got. I still have to go in and decorate the balconies, but I filled it in with landscaping. I also have these benches right at the front here. They're from Discovery University. And then coming around to the back, this whole section is where I want to decorate for their prom. So if you have the Sims 4 high school years, you can actually have a prom for your Sims. And there are items in this pack that are made for that. Like we have this. This is the voting box where you can vote for your prom king or queen. We've got these formal backdrops, which I think I'm going to add inside these walls. And they also have these starry, like festive tables. So I'm going to include these for our brats. I think I want to use purple chairs, and we'll lay out a few tables. So we can do like one here, one over to the side, and then maybe I can still get one like here. And then I was also thinking the party essentials kit could come in handy here because they have all of the balloons. Like we could add these. I think I'm going to be putting these all over like the balconies and stuff, just really decking this place out. Actually, now that I'm doing this, I kind of just remembered that somebody did do this for my prom. Like somebody's parents allowed them to host a party for literally everyone in my grade, and I went to a big school. This girl had like every single person over, and as you can imagine, things went south pretty quick. I also really didn't go to the best high school, so the fact that the parents had the bravery to host it is wild. But this is looking pretty cute. I wanted to add a dance floor, and I think I'll add a few of these. They show up in build mode as an outline, but you can actually not see them in live mode. I might also add this backdrop behind. We can add this thing, the fog machine, just one big ol' party back here. Oh, we can also add this with the fountain on top, and we also still need a speaker. I did want to include a podium just in case there was like a speech for the prom king and queen or something. We'll also add a microphone for the same reason. All right, so we've got our prom backyard. The final thing I wanted to add for our movie, I wanted to add in some cameras since their whole thing is they're like filming their prom. So even just like some digital cameras on this table for them. Oh, and wait, the photo booth. We need to put that somewhere. You know what? I have a space right here. I'll just delete this flower bed. And then that way before they walk into the prom, they can take some little pictures here. It's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go add balloons and stuff to the other balconies. Okay, so we have our Bratz house inspired by their high school in Bratz, Starrin and Stylin, completely decked out for prom. We've got balloons everywhere, the balconies, we have some seating areas up here. I also put a small seating area here by the door. This is our high school converted into a modern home. Let's go spin the wheel and see what we're gonna do for the inside. All right, spinning for our first room, and we're going to be doing Bratz the movie. This is the Bratz live action movie. To me, this is one of those movies that bombs so hard that it's good. Like, to be fair, it was ahead of its time in 2007 as a live action movie, and after the success of live action Barbie, I wonder if this would have done better today. But basically in this movie, the four teens, Chloe, Yasmin, Sasha, and Jade, are just starting high school, and the bully in this movie wants everyone to be involved in a clique. The girls each conform to their cliques at first, but then years later, they decide they don't want to be in their cliques anymore. They want to be friends again, and they think everyone else should leave their cliques too. So everyone is brought together by a talent show at the end. So I have made a layout here, and normally I know what I'm gonna do with it, but this time I think we're gonna just see how it goes. So I think for this one, I want to go over to the left and make like a living room slash skill room, a hangout room where everyone from different cliques can hang out. I was thinking about doing black brick, but then changing the lighting in this room to represent the different girls. So we'll include all of the different cliques that the girls joined. So Chloe did soccer. So in this spot back here, we could add like a soccer hangout. They can be blue for Chloe. We'll get some beanbag chairs, and we'll give them a TV so they could come in here and watch like soccer games together. I'll add a couch here from Paranormal, and I wanted to find a soccer ball. We can put a couple in here, like just hanging out. Sims always just come and grab these too, so I'm sure they won't be here long. We could also add this team playbook when there's a soccer trophy. Perfect. We're going to add more decor in here to tie it together, but let's get the basics first. So Jade joined a science club and then she started doing clothing design. So this can be her desk. We'll give her one of the sciencey computers from Get to Work with like a lava lamp. I think there are test tubes. I think they come with Strangerville. Yeah, we can shrink these and put these on her desk. But then I was gonna give her a knitting bag because Sims can actually make their own clothes with that. I'll also add this over here. And then Yasmin joined journalism. So I'm also gonna give her a computer. We'll add a bookshelf, the salt lamp. And in the movie, she also gets into singing. So behind her chair, I'm gonna add a microphone. I think just to divide the room, I'm gonna add a couple half walls here. I'll just adjust some of my items just so that this room flows a little better. And then Sasha does cheerleading. So I want to add a cheerleading mat in the back. Maybe I'll just add one so Sims don't get stuck. We could add some mirrors back here so she can practice in the mirror. We could get a record player back here. We could also add a punching bag in the back or like a treadmill even. This room is really just a skill room for everybody. I'm adding some TVs here they can watch while working out. Then we had some posters representing all their different skills. Okay, so this is how our room turned out. Honestly, it's kind of like an everything room. We've got a living room over to this side where they could hang out and watch TV. We've got our desks over here. They can do homework, they can read. And then over to this side, we've got like a gym. You can practice your cheerleading, listen to some music. It's kind of giving like teen hangout. Okay, let's spin for the next room and we get Desert Jewelz. Okay, the plot here is kind of crazy and even weirder to summarize, but the girls travel to a new land for a fashion show. And during the show, they are swept away on a magic flying carpet that was summoned by a thief. They end up helping the thief rescue a magic lamp before it falls into evil hands, thus saving the day and making a new friend along the way. So I thought they didn't specify exactly where they went, but I think in this movie they went to Morocco. Also, I think this movie came out a little later. I think this one came out in 2012. So I've never seen this movie, but I was reading the plot and it seemed surprisingly dark and very dramatic. Like there's family ties going on, family drama. It seemed a little crazy, but for Desert Jewelz, I think we should make a kitchen. So right now I'm using flooring from Lovestruck. I've got these counters from For Rent, but I was also thinking about using these from Life and Death. I'm loving that color of marble on there. I'll use a fridge from Snowy Escape and I'll add some matching cabinets above as well. And to match the aesthetic that I'm going for, I think I want to use these lights from the Courtyard Oasis kit. They're actually called the Stubborn Genie's wall lamp, which actually works out because I think the sequel to this movie was Bratz Genie Magic, which is also one of their doll lines. So a lot of these movies have like correlating doll lines with like correlating fashion. This is what one of the actual doll sets looked like, so I'm aiming for this color scheme and this sort of style. I'm gonna add chairs here from Lovestruck, and actually let's add another island piece so we have room for each of the girls. Also from Courtyard Oasis, I want to add this table, and I was also thinking about adding this tea set. I always thought this item was so pretty. Okay, wait, we still need an oven, so I'm gonna replace this one here, and a sink, so I'm gonna add the matching Life and Death one. We need a trash can, we need a rug, which I kind of want to make look like the magic carpet. Oh wait, we literally have this, which is called Magic Carpet in The Sims 4. So I'm gonna put that in here. I'm loving the color scheme in here so far, and I am gonna save that room to the back for a formal dining room, but for a smaller one, let's add this table and chair combination from Lovestruck. And then back here, I was thinking about adding a hutch. I was hoping for this one. This one is so pretty from Jungle Adventure, but I don't think we're gonna have the right swatch. So may as well keep it matching with this one from Life and Death. And then we can fill this up with clutter, but I also want to add the Desert Jewelz. Like I know an important one in the movie is a ring, so we can add a ring there. Another important part was a goblet. So I'm gonna add these ones from Paranormal. I'm just gonna move this over so I can get them all together instead of just clipping randomly. So they'll all just be set up like that. And then I was thinking we could add these jars. I don't think we're gonna find an actual lamp, like a genie lamp in The Sims 4, which sucks because that is what they're trying to find, but I do feel content having these in here. At least we've got some sort of connection. I do want to decorate with some plants. We can get the hanging paranormal plant over here. Ooh, we could add these lanterns. I love these. We could also add in some of these vases. And then sometimes in these jars, I like to take a plant and then just put it inside. You can kind of just raise it up using Alt 9 and have it so it's just peeking out like that. And then we do have like this little, really long, awkward room. I was kind of thinking about just putting a table in here with some shelving, and then we could put some more heirlooms on top. What if we search Jewelz or Jewel? Oh, okay, we get this frog. He's got little jewels on him. We have a jeweled plate worth 10,000 simoleons. We have a little crystal from Crystal Creations. I'm just gonna raise this stuff up, and then we can just raise up like other kitchen clutter up there. But I was thinking, since this room isn't actually functional, there's this girl on TikTok I've been following who like turned her closet into a speakeasy bar. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, please tell me. It's like a red bar she turned it into. I'm just gonna add a globe bar right here in front of all of my stuff. Maybe we'll raise the plate up like this, and we'll add the lamp in here, so it's just kind of like a little random speakeasy bar for our Sims. All right, so this is how our kitchen turned out, inspired by Desert Jewelz. I love the deep colors in here. I think it turned out so pretty. This hutch too, with all the colors on there and the plants surrounding it. I had these counters mismatching on purpose because I liked the darker wood with the fridge, but I don't know how to feel. Maybe we'll just keep them all the same. But there we go. I also added some of the Love Struck beads leading into our speakeasy. That is how it turned out back there. And there we go. Let's go back to the wheel and see what we'll do next. Spinning for the next room, and we're gonna be doing Passion for Fashion Diamondz Iconic. In this one, the girls travel across America in search of teenage fashion designers to win a place for their magazine in the America Rocks runway show. Oh, and they're competing against Your Thing magazine, which makes things a little difficult. So for this one, I think we should do the main room. I'm gonna try and get the bottom floor out of the way, then we'll go upstairs. So let's have this right here as the Passion for Fashion Diamondz room. I'm gonna bring the same flooring and wallpaper that I used in the other room through here just to keep it consistent. And we'll also include this like closet room. This one I haven't decided if I'm gonna turn into a bathroom yet. And I had a back door. Where the heck did that go? God, okay, there we go. Everything's settled. So the plot in this one is also a little wild because the girls are traveling across America in like a literal transport truck, which I'm going to look through, but I don't know if I'm gonna find a transport truck in The Sims 4. So I was thinking we could use these pictures from Strangerville. We'll put a table underneath, and then the whole reason why they're doing this is for their magazine. So I wanted to include these from Moschino. Then I'll put like a mirror on this side. We'll just tie this little spot together, and let's find some diamonds to put in here. Yeah, I know we're gonna have this. We can add that right there. Literally a diamond in the game. We can add a refined diamond as well. Oh yeah, and this lamp is called the diamond lamp. So let's add that too. And then I was also thinking about adding the cork board, just the base game one, maybe right here in between the doorway and the column, because you can find postcards in debug and they actually clip on here, so you can add places that your sim has traveled. I'm gonna find like literally just 3 of them because they only go to 3 different destinations in this movie. Like, I don't know, there we go. It's also obviously all about fashion. So let's add a purse on this table, but I think I'm gonna size it up. We can add the Love Struck wall plant over top. I'll bring the same light that I used in the other room for the main room. We have to include this couch. This is from The Sims 4 Love Struck, and Bratz are known for their obnoxious lips. Like, it's pretty much their staple. So if we include this set, I feel like it's just perfect. And then since they're traveling, I wanted to put suitcases by the door, and I'll raise another mirror on top of that. Then we can add a shelf from High School Years, and in there we'll add some clothing. We'll add this shelf from Paranormal on top, and then yeah, back here I wanted to use the wardrobe platform from Get Famous, so Sims can stand on here and then get changed. So I'll add it right in the middle of the room, and we'll face some mirrors on this wall. I feel like the glowing ones just match their aesthetic, so I'm gonna add these, and I'm raising them up so they take up the entire wall. These are from Spa Day, and I want to change the color of the top ones, so then we sort of have a bit of a gradient happening. I also wanted to squeeze this mirror in here too, just because I feel like it matches. And then in this tiny little space in the back, I'm gonna add one of these shelves from High School Years. And then again on there, you can go in and fill it up with clothes. Oh, and I also wanted to add some shoes in here because I'm pretty sure they're competing for like a pair of diamond boots. So I'm actually gonna stick some boots underneath this table right at the front. All right, so we have our Bratz Passion for Fashion Diamondz entryway. There's not a whole lot you can do really with an entryway space, but I do like what we did with it. I like that we've got the Bratz furniture happening. I also added this decal from Love Struck with the lips. And then going into the back, we also have our big closet, our walk-in space, our little gradient mirrors. And there we go. Let's move on from here to the next one. Let's spin for the next one, and we're doing Genie Magic. This one is also a little weird to summarize, but in Bratz Genie Magic, the girls make friends with Katya, who is a teenage genie, and of course they're really excited to learn that she can grant wishes. But soon they learn that Katya's father is an evil scientist who wants to take advantage of her powers, and the girls must find a way to stop him so that Katya can lead a normal teenage life. Wait, this is actually perfect because now we can do the dining room and it's going to match our kitchen. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these two movies are connected. This one, again, I have not seen, and this one came out in 2006. So yeah, Genie Magic came out first. So we'll keep it matching using Love Struck chairs. But then since this is such a massive space, I was thinking we could also do a seating area in the back. We'll find some swatches that match our kitchen, and then we can use the matching chair. I want to add some pretty rugs in here, like maybe this one from Laundry Day. Oh, and what about one of the big ones from Life and Death? What swatches do we have in here? We could do just this plain blue one. I really like this color. We of course have to bring our lamp. I'm again gonna just add these in pretty much everywhere. And then since there is like an evil scientist sort of vibe to this movie, I was thinking in this nook, there's a lot of awkward nooks in this shell, but it's okay. I think it's kind of fun to figure out what to do with them. But I was thinking we add a desk, and then we add in one of those sciencey computers, and then Life and Death has a matching office chair we can use. And then I want to fill the rest of this room with greenery. We have room for like a hallway end table sort of thing right here. We can add a tapestry, and maybe some of these, I cannot stop using this item from Life and Death. They just look so satisfying to me. I don't know why. We can also make it nice and cozy with these lanterns. Now that I'm looking at this, I think I want to change my chairs. What if we use these ones from Life and Death instead? Our centerpiece can be this big basket of fresh fruit. We can use this mirror from Growing Together, some My Wedding Stories curtains, and here we have our dining room. This one is for Bratz Genie Magic. I feel like we've got the aesthetic matching, at least in the kitchen. So this area of the house completely works together. I love the greenery in this room, the coziness as well. I'm sure Sims are going to be coming in here using the computer, which I just changed to this one so it wasn't so obnoxious. Again, I really like the colors in this room. All right, we're almost done with the bottom floor. We have one more to do, which is going to be this room. So let's go see what's going in here. Spinning for the next one, and we're doing Bratz Pampered Pets. In this movie, Lola, a friend of the girls, keeps rescued animals in her house, but when she gets evicted, the girls host a concert to find new homes for all of the animals. Okay, yeah, I was planning on making this be a bathroom, but I feel like now we need to add some pets. Like that's the whole point of the movie. So I'm gonna grab just maybe this guy and we can put him in the corner. I'll bring in the same flooring, but we could use purple wallpaper. And it's not even just cats and dogs they have in here. They have like monkeys and just a bunch of exotic animals. I don't think we've got monkey pets in The Sims 4, but we could add in one of the crows. We can put that guy in the corner. And then we have a pet bed. This could be for a dog or a cat, but I think I might put this behind just because I needed something on that wall. We can add in this cat mirror. I want to make the room look a little bigger, so I'm using a mirror in the back. And then also, since I added a pet bed, I have to come in and add some pet bowls. Maybe I'll put them right here in the dining room so we can have a couple of them just in case. And then I don't really know what else to put in here. Maybe the cats and dogs shelf with the leash hanging on it. And then we can raise up some of these cute planters, like the cat one, and the dog one can go right beside. And I guess we could add this picture, which is like from my first pet stuff of all of the different cats and dogs. Maybe this can be like all of the pets that have to find a home. Okay, so this is our cute little Pampered Pets room. Very small, but we did what we could in there. We have 3 pets in total in here. We have our cat, maybe 2 cats, our bird, and we have this guy, Bubbleless. Okay, let's go upstairs. I wanted to leave room for a few bedrooms up here, so let's go see what we'll do first. All right, spinning for the next one, and we're doing Girls Really Rock. This movie is pretty much like Camp Rock, but make it Bratz. In this movie, the girls head to Camp Starshine, a performing arts camp for talented young performers. Sounds familiar. They're excited for a summer full of fun activities, but then they learn that the winner at the camp showcase will get to star in a Hollywood movie. So for this one, they're pretty much in like cabins. So I want to add in wood on the ceiling, on the floor, and on the walls. But another main part of this is dance dancing, specifically ballet. There's like an evil ballet teacher and it's a whole thing. So I'm gonna add a dance floor. I think they also have a piano in that room. I'm gonna add a few instruments. So I'm gonna add a piano in the corner, and then we'll add these mirrors from base game along the wall. So it's like the dancers can watch themselves in that mirror. And then also I think I'm gonna use a shelf as a bar. And I think I'm gonna use another column just to separate the rest of it. Let's add in some other instruments. I'm gonna add some guitars, one for each of the Bratz. We can also add a microphone because why not? And then yeah, I wanted to get a divider. Since this is going to be a bedroom, I was thinking we could put our beds in this back area, and I wanted to look like a camp. So I was looking at using these beds from Horse Ranch just because they have the wood on them. They look kind of cozy. So we'll do 2 here. And then how can we fit the other 2 without it being too cramped? We could do 1 there and then 1 here. Or maybe we bring this one out and put this one back. So it's sort of like that. And then in the middle, we can add in an end table. Obviously, we're going to change the swatches on all of these. I don't want them to be the same. I'll add a rug in the middle. We can also put up some shelving from Outdoor Retreat. And then we can also add some backpacks of just things they brought to camp. I'll add them like near the end of the bed. I still need a dresser. So we can use one of these from Horse Ranch. I'll just rearrange it like that. And then they are trying to get into Hollywood like through this camp. So I think I'm gonna add some star mirrors. We're gonna change some of the lighting. And then I'm also gonna bring in some curtains. These ones are from Vintage Glamour. And then since there's no connecting rod, I'm just gonna use these from Modern Luxe to make it look like they're connected all the way. Okay, so here's our Bratz Girls Really Rock room. I added in some more like fashion stuff. Like we have some purses, some jewelry. No matter where they end up, they're always worried about fashion, so we have to include it. I also have some nail polish up on our shelf. And then going over to this way for our like music section and dancing section, I ended up adding some stuff on top of the bar just so we have a little clutter there. Sims obviously aren't going to use it as a bar, so may as well fill it up. We have a speaker over here. This little guy is just cute. I don't know. And we have a trophy that they're all clearly after. Okay, so let's move on from this room. Spinning for the next one, and we're doing Bratz Kids Sleepover Adventure. I'll be honest, the Bratz Kids and Babyz ones are a little weird to me, but the 4 girls are invited to sleep over at their new friend Ginger's house. They do all the fun activities, they paint their nails, they do their hair, they have a dance party, but then the sleepover takes a turn when the girls start telling scary stories. We should make a sleepover room. I don't know where. I don't think I want to use it for the big bedrooms. Let's try and do it here. I was saving this for like an office or something, but let's make this a sleepover room where they can come and tell stories. But also this is for Bratz Kids and they're like tiny. So we definitely need some sleeping bags, like the little ones. There's a few different packs that have it. There's Growing Together, obviously, and then there's Horse Ranch, and the Horse Ranch ones are so cute. Like this one with the little sheep and the moons. So we're going to use these. We'll get a comfy rug for them underneath. This can be where they actually sleep. But then I was thinking from the little campers kit, we have the blanket fort item. And this item is so much fun. You can shrink it and it's still functional. I've tested this out a bunch of times before. Sims can still get in there. So this is going to be our storytelling area. I'm adding beanbag chairs. We'll change up the swatches for them. So one for each of the Bratz. There's already a flashlight hanging there. So if they have to tell stories in the dark, they've got that. I want to again add like magazines and stuff on the ground. We'll change up the swatches on some of them. Also the board games we can add. And then also part of this movie is when they're telling stories, they become immersed in their stories. And then they have to face monsters and stuff like that. So I was thinking about adding these. These are so cute. They're from high school years. I think they're meant to be mascots, but I'm gonna add that surrounding the chairs. And then coming back over to this side, I wanted to add some of the nail stuff, like the spa day nail kit and just some base game nail polish. And then again, I'll add a lantern for them. I'm gonna add the kids' nightmare lamp so that they don't actually get nightmares. We can add some bookshelves for more of their stories. And here we have our Bratz Sleepover Adventures sleepover room. This would have been my dream as a kid. This is so cute. Imagine having a little sleepover party with your friends. Got all your stuff you need, your books, your nail stuff, your board games, your magazines, just like hanging out in that blanket tent. I feel like that would be so fun. I am worried that we're not going to end up with an actual toddler room though, unless we get a baby's bedroom. So if we don't, this could end up being like an older room that they used to use. And then they grew up and they got this room. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I do want to get these bedrooms out of the way though. So let's go back to the wheel. Let's spin for the next one. And we're doing Bratz Go to Paris. So the the girls go to Paris undercover as supermodels to figure out who's been poisoning the real models. And they need to solve the mystery before they become the next target themselves. So the vibe of this movie is actually very dark. We're gonna do a bedroom. I'm gonna bring that same black brick and I'm gonna aim for like a mysterious Paris themed bedroom. We're gonna come on the gallery, we're gonna change our category to rooms, and I'm gonna search up Paris. I'm looking for some Paris art that we could put up in our bedroom. Ooh, I found this by Lostine815. We're gonna download it. I'll just stick it out on my front lawn for now. Ooh, yeah, these are pretty. We're gonna grab these and put them in our bedroom. So I wanna do one by the bed and then maybe a couple on this wall. And I'm actually also gonna download this one because I want a little extra other than the Eiffel Tower. So we can put this like right beside. I don't normally do these, but since they're black and white, I think I'm gonna frame them just with the default black frame. Perfect. And then we can put a desk here. In this movie, they're trying to solve a mystery. So I want to have their computer, but we can also add things like files. We can add these wanted posters somewhere. Like they're literally looking for a criminal. Ooh, this could be pretty above the door. Maybe I'll shrink it and just put it like that. I'm gonna keep with the vintage glamour dresser and we'll add a modern luxe mirror beside it. Oh, this one is turning out pretty. These curtains are also vintage glamour. We'll add another mirror on the side. We can add a modern luxe bookshelf right here with an ottoman. And then what if we just casually added in the Simray? All right, so here we have our Bratz Go to Paris bedroom. This might be my favorite bedroom so far. I love how it looks modern. We've got the Paris vibe, a little bit of mystery. Definitely a fashion element too, just with like the furniture choices we used. I think it's kind of funny how they're going to sleep thinking about the wanted poster. Yeah, this one so far I think is my favorite. All right, let's do this bigger bedroom over here. Okay, spinning for the next one, and we're doing Bratz Rock Angelz. This is my favorite. In Bratz Rock Angelz, Jade gets fired from her job at Your Thing magazine. So the girls decide that they'll make their own magazine. Their first adventure is to travel to London to put on a rock concert. These plots, just like the Barbie movies, sound crazy now, but like I ate this up as a kid. I'm so excited. This is my favorite of all of them. I of course played the game. I literally have it on my shelf behind me. And I've also been sort of itching for a chance to play that game on this channel at some point, so maybe we can do that in the future. But obviously I'm making a stage for them in this bedroom. The entire thing is going to be black and red. So let's start off with this stage part. I'm gonna add these from high school years. We're gonna change the color of them. I'm gonna do the black and white. So you're gonna see the sparkles is like the backdrop. And then using a black curtain, I'm gonna line the walls with these. So there's our stage. We have curtains covering the door, but Sims can walk through there, no problem. We need to grab our guitars. Again, they're all going to be like either black or red. We can bring some of them near the front. I think we also have a red keyboard. Yes, we can add that there. Perfect. We're also gonna add some microphones. I'm gonna move those guitars over just so we have space to get to every instrument. I'll add this rug from Pastel Pop in the middle. Ooh, and I think the mosquito stuff could look good in here. I'm gonna grab the amp. We can put that in the corner. I've also added a disco ball, and I want to add the fog machine from the Party Essentials kit. I'll just add that like over in the corner. And then coming on this side, we need to find a bed. Oh, maybe this one in black from Modern Luxe. I want to add that star mirror again. Like this one we can put above the bed. I'm adding the tables here from Modern Luxe. We might have to use Vintage Glamour again because I know they have this set in red. But what else do we have in red? We could use this set, the high school years one, or there's also the Get Famous shoe closets we could use. I'm gonna use this just because I feel like it fits perfectly in that spot. We can use the matching high school years lamps. I also wanted to use this mirror, although we might be running out of room. I might have to put it over in this corner. And then we can add a red chair right there. I am also, again, just gonna add the magazine down here since it's part of the movie. I'm adding some artwork up here from the Cozy Kitsch kit. And there we have our Bratz Rock Angelz bedroom. My inner child is screaming. This was my favorite of everything. Favorite game, favorite movie, favorite doll line they put out. Iconic. So yeah, this game is sitting right back there. If you guys want to see some gameplay, let me know. But moving on from here, we have so many random rooms, but no bathrooms. So these two have to be bathrooms. Let's go see what we're doing for that. Okay, spinning for the first bathroom, we're doing Bratz Super Babyz. The chance that it had to be Babyz was pretty high, to be fair. The clips from this one are hilarious. If you need a good laugh, just put on this movie, I swear. But in this movie, the Bratz babies randomly develop superpowers, but they need to learn how to master them so they can save the world from evil aliens that are trying to take over. Okay, so let's do this one over here. We'll do the smaller bathroom right now. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Okay, let's get our essentials first. We'll start there. I feel like since it's Bratz, we need one of these big fancy tubs from Get Famous. So we'll use that. I can put my sink in this corner, or actually let's put it here so we can use a bigger mirror, like this one also from Get Famous. We'll add a toilet, but since they're babies, like technically we need a potty. So I guess I'll put one like in the corner. And you know what? Maybe we do have a bunch of toddlers that live here. They just choose to sleep in sleeping bags. They're gonna all have back problems by the time they're like 10. Okay, how do we bring in the superhero aspect? I know that Get Famous has like these pictures we can use. Your sim can actually act in like a superhero movie. That's why they have all this stuff. And the frames are black, so I guess I'll change some of this stuff to match. There's also this rug, which again is meant for the superhero idea. Oh no, it was all going so well until this. The babies are getting their revenge. It's my fault for saying I didn't like the Babyz movies. We also have pictures like this, literal kids superheroes, like movie posters. And there's this one, like our Sims world idea for this could just be that the owner really likes movies about flying babies. We could add some toys near the tub, like baby toys. And then there's one scene in the movie where they literally stop a bus from like falling over. So I'm gonna add this little toy bus. And this is our Bratz Babyz superhero bathroom, our super baby bathroom. Honestly, it's not bad. It is a little random, especially since like this is one of the only 2 bathrooms we have in this house. I should have made the Petz room a bathroom, but okay, let's go see what our final bathroom will be. All right, spinning for the final bathroom. We're doing Bratz Babyz Save Christmas, everyone's favorite Christmas movie. Even the cover work is scary. I'm a Bratz Babyz hater, okay? I'm sorry. This is obviously a Christmas movie where the girls go to the mall with their grandma, and there they find out that Santa won't be able to deliver presents that year. So they take it into their own hands to save Christmas themselves. This happened in the Barbie movie video that I did too. I had to do a Christmas themed bathroom. What do we do here? Okay, I guess we can go lime green. Luckily, this is a very, very big bathroom, so we can add everything. I want to do a double vanity. I'm gonna use the same mirror, I think, from the other room. This time we can definitely do a shower, and I'm gonna add this bathtub, but I think I'll put it here by the window. Our toilet can be here. So we have all the essentials. Now we need to add the Christmas. Oh, and the potty. Are we about to add a literal Christmas tree in here? Like we can shrink it. Which one do you think the Bratz would have? Honestly, I was thinking the purple one. And then we can add in a bunch of the presents. Change the lighting maybe to purple. This was going so well. You know what? Maybe we should do a changing table in this one instead of the bathtub. Where are these babies sleeping? It's so late in the game to be adding babies into this household. I'm changing the wallpaper. This is also just gonna be purple. And then what other Bratz Christmas decorations do we have? Oh, we could add this. I think they look better on that wall. And we can add some of the baby clutter up here. Not this randomly just getting chaotic at the last second. We were doing so good. This is like the worst bathroom. The Christmas tree, the presents. We've got a changing table for babies that don't live in the house. Our toilet, we've got a double vanity back there. Okay, let's move on from here. I need to figure out a way to tie this together using this hallway / living area. Obviously now we need some baby bassinets. So I'm gonna add a couple over here. But wait, I've been adding 4 of everything. Maybe we need 4 to represent each of the girls. Okay, this is turning into a 100 baby house. That's what we're gonna go with. If anyone feels like doing a 100 baby Bratz version, I got the house for you. So we'll have that there for them. We can have a dresser over here also for the babies. In terms of gameplay, the positioning of the bassinets is actually not bad. Like if this is the parent bedroom, then they're right there. So at least it's convenient. And then we'll add our couch, maybe facing this wall so we can add a TV on it. I'm switching everything to black because I just feel like it matches the boldness of the Bratz a little better. We'll add a TV up here. By the way, if you're interested in seeing me decorate each of the girls' rooms separately, I have done a video in the past making loft bedrooms for each of them, which was also a really fun video. So I'll link that down below. And like I mentioned, I've also done this same exact concept, but with Barbie movies. I've done each room is a different Barbie movie, and I've done one where like the entire world was inspired by different Barbie movies. So I'll link all of those down below as well. Okay, so here's what I did for the final room. I changed over the furniture here here to that like purpley set from Love Struck. We've of course got all of the baby stuff over here. I also added a dollhouse with some more closets back there, just some more fashion for them. This upstairs ended up so random. I didn't really know what to do in this main room, so I figured I would at least add bassinets for the babies. And also, if you do decide to use this for a 100 baby house, I would definitely change the pet room into an actual bathroom. But again, it was not my intention to build that in the first place. Here is our every room is a different Bratz movie in The Sims 4. Let me know what your favorite Bratz movie is, what your favorite bedroom was in here. And if you guys liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.